Hi, greetings from QtPy Robotics. In this video, we will learn how to make an obstacle avoider robot. Obstacle avoider is a robot which avoids obstacle that comes into its way. The obstacle avoider then takes a diversion. In our case, we will program our robot in such a way that it takes a right turn when it sees an obstacle in front of it. Did you know there is a real-time application for this obstacle avoider robot? You might have heard about the autonomous cars. They use the same principle and same logic with much high precision sensors. Now let's get into the designing of the obstacle avoider robot. We need components like QtPy motherboard, IR sensors, two wheels, two DC motors, a caster wheel, some connecting wires, and QtPy building blocks. Let's get started with the designing of the obstacle avoider robot with all these components. This is the design of an obstacle avoider robot. Here, the electronic components used are QtPy motherboard, battery, two DC motors, and three IR sensor modules. The two DC motors are connected to port M1 and port M2 of the QtPy motherboard. And similarly, the three IR sensor modules are connected to port 1, port 2, and port 3 of the QtPy motherboard. Here in IR sensor module, we have IR transmitter and IR receiver. The IR transmitter emits the IR rays, and when those rays are reflected back to the IR receiver, the IR sensor module becomes high. And when the IR sensor module becomes high, our robot takes a diversion. In our case, it will take a right turn. Now, let's do some scratch programming and give brain to our robot. Scratch is a visual programming language. The window of the Scratch program looks like this. Next we have the palette window wherein we can select all the blocks which is used to write the code. Then we have the scripting area where we actually write the code. And then this is the stage area and this is the sprite corral. But we will mainly be concentrating on the palette area and the scripting area. So let's get started with the obstacle avoider robot programming. First, let's go to control and then select when space key pressed. Then we can just change it to any key we want. We will select S for started. It means that the program will be initialized when S key is pressed. Next, we will select the forever loop and just drag it into the scripting area. So when we select the forever loop, it means that the program will go on forever. And then inside this forever block, we write our code. So we will now select the if else block from the control palette. It's here. So we will just drop it into the scripting area. If else block is used to write the various cases. In the if statement, we write the condition, and if that statement is true, then one set of instruction is executed. Else, another set of instruction will be executed. Since we know that we have three IR sensors in our obstacle avoider robot, we need to take three IR sensors port and read their values. Before that, we will just go to operators and select the OR block. It's here, and just drop it into the if block. So we will select another OR block and just drop it there because we are using three IR sensors. And then we will go to the Arduino palette and select read IR at port block and then just drop it into the scripting area and just duplicate it and just drop it as shown. So we will do the same for another one since we have 3 IR sensors. And then we will go back to the operators and we will take the equal to operator and just drop it here. We can just make this condition as true as shown. Okay, and now what happens is the IR sensor detects the values, and if the condition is true, then some set of operations will happen. Well, before that, we'll just give the port names as port 1, port 2, and port 3. Next, we will go to the Arduino palette and select the motor at port M rotation and just drop it. And since we have 2 motors, we have to duplicate this. And for that, we will just type port M1 and port M2. We can just give some random speed, let's say 200 for both the motors. And now when the IR sensor is detecting the obstacle, it has to move right. So to move right, we just make the port M1 motor rotation on and this rotation as off. So next we will go to the else block and complete the code. So we will just duplicate what is there in the motors. We'll just duplicate this and put it here. And in the else block we need the motor to both the motors to run, so we will just give the rotation forward for both the motors so that the robot will move forward. This is the program for obstacle avoider, but then we need something to stop. So for that, go to control block and select when space key pressed, and we will do the code for stopping the motor. So we will go to Arduino palette and select again the motors at port M1 with rotation and speed and just duplicate it and drag it here. So, and then just go to the control palette and select stop all. It's here. So what it does is when you press the space key, the program will stop running. So we will just give port again as M1 and another motor for M2, and don't give any rotation and let the speed be 0 so that the motors are completely stopped. So that's the end of our coding for obstacle avoider. This is used for starting initializing the program, and the ports are red, so when there is an obstacle it turns towards right, and then when there is no obstacle it moves forever in the forward direction, and if you have to stop the robot completely, then just press space. Both the motors will stop working and the robot will not move. So then we will go to the Arduino block and just select connect Arduino and select the COM port. In our case it is COM63, and you'll get the command connecting board at port COM63, and you will get one message, an Arduino board has been connected, happy prototyping. So just click OK. So now code has already been connected to the QtPy motherboard, and then you can start using your robot. So let's see our obstacle avoider robot working. Thank you for watching our video. Hope you liked it. Visit our website
www.qtpy.in. Like our Facebook page, QTPy Official, comment your views and share it with as many people possible. Thank you.